Welcome back. And today in the Make It Happen studio, I am joined by Mariel Murias. I call Mariel an architect of life because she has created a method for us to use our five senses to get the best out of our homes wherever we are in the world. So come over and let's meet Mariel. Good afternoon and welcome. So please, for the listeners or the viewers who haven't met you before, please do introduce yourself.
Okay. Well, I'm Mariel Murias. I'm from Argentina. I'm an architect and interior designer, and I came to Spain in 2020 to improve my career to do an interior design master in Barcelona. Well,
Was that something that you'd planned for a long time to come to Spain?
no, I only thought that I will be here for a year because the master was for planning for 1 year, and I applied for 1 year. But in this year, we suffered the pandemic time, and that's why everything changed, even my life.
Okay. We'll hear a bit more about that shortly. I call you a architect of life.
Okay, thank
because you've written this beautiful book, The Multisensory Home, Awaken Your Senses with MUMA Method.
Yeah.
From your experience as an architect, but also as a woman that loves sensory things, taste, smell, touch, feel, etc. So tell us a bit more about why you wrote the book and what MUMA stands for.
Okay. Well, that I tell you before, I was in Barcelona, and after 3 weeks, I arrived in 2020. Appeared the pandemic time, and in that time was terrible because I didn't know what to do, if I come back or not, because the government allow us to come back home. But I came with a lot of passion, with a lot of interest to revert in a way in my 50s. And in that time, I hesitate if what shall I do, because only a study for me would be an easy in a way, because I am an architect I have been an architect for more than 27 years, and a study with other young lady was amazing because they are so spontaneous and new ideas. But in that time, I noticed that I felt sad, but not only because I was alone in Spain, and I noticed the importance that the place that I was living in Barcelona, which didn't represent me any time. I felt sad, but I thought, it's only because I am alone. It's only because I am not with my children, my grandchildren, or my parents. I thought, no, it's because these walls and this, this table, this chair, nothing represent me as at home. And I recognize, if I am living this because I'm new here, maybe there are a lot of people who are living in Spain for a new living or new life in a way. They are living the same, because you need to feel belonging, And in that time, I read a lot about my 5 favorite architects, like Juhani Pallasmaa. One of his book is the Eyes of the Skin, and in the cover is amazing, because when you search the eyes of the skin, you say, oh my God, the eye of the skin. Yes, because it was a big inspiration for me, because he talked about the other side of the architecture. Not the architecture, yes, not only the concrete, not only the window, the doorway, no, not only this. They talk in this book about the senses, and how important it is to recover the architecture in other languages, not only like an engineer, And it was incredible, because one book linked to other book, linked to other book, and was an amazing time to research. And that's why I thought, yes, I have a lot of material. What's about if I showing all of this to show for the normal people how is the importance to live in well-being places, in healthy homes and comfort places, you know, because all the time we think, I need I want a comfort sofa or a comfort chair, but what's about to have a healthy environment? And as an architect was incredible because I read a lot of things for architects to interior designers. But what's about for architects or interior designers for the normal people like you, other me in a way? Yeah, because it's all of us. We couldn't live nice in pandemic time, for example. Some of you or some of us could have the possibility to live in our homes for that we are living for a long time. But what's about the people who want to live to have the new house or to want to refurbish something, but they don't know, because you don't need all the time an architect or interior designer. You need to recognize yourself. How is your house? How do you feel at home? How is your house? Which elements they impact me now, good or not? Did I have plants like you have a beautiful ampelopsis, is that?
Yeah, orchid. Yeah.
Yeah, the orchidea. And for you, because you feel represent with this orchid, you feel, yes, I would like to show for all the people who are talking with me my orchidea, because I am proud of my orchidea. Yes, it's the same with other elements in our home to feel belonging. The plants, the texture, the cushions, the colors, because there are a lot of information in our life, in Instagram, in Facebook, in the magazines, and they mostly of them show us exceptional houses for rich people only, and we think, maybe they are the only ones who can deserve this kind of life, and we don't need to be rich to feel happy at home and to feel comfort and to feel, yes, with health, because we arrive home and we recharge our energy every day, every night. And we need to feel health at home with our environment, with our coaching, everything, and recharge our energy every day.
So in the book, it's all about having a multisensory home.
Yeah.
Could you share with us 3 things that we could do within our own homes to develop that whole method that you've created to have a multisensory home?
Yeah. Well, we have 5 senses in a way, and I also talk about the intuition, because first of all, we have our big intuition we need to polish and to recognize, and then with our 5 senses, we need to think in all of them. For example, not only for the color of this wall, if it's okay or not, or the elements, or with the aromatherapy is too important, because when I came to Malaga, I came in 2021, I think, yeah, and I arrived and I smelled the flower of the jasmines and the los naranjos, the orange trees and azar, and it was amazing that this aroma bring me back to my grandma garden, for example. What's about if I have this aroma at my home? I will remember her, and I will link my life with my family, with my memories in my home. The aroma is too important. The colors that represent me is too important. And you asked me about 3. Well, the lightings, for example. There are people who like to enlighten the house, but they don't recognize that they need to think the color of the lighting. For example, it's not right if you use warm color with cold color in the same room, because your main maybe if feel suffer or something wrong is here. You know, the same when in a feria in Spain. Sometimes there are a lot of lighting, warm lightings, and then cold lighting, and you said, "Oh, what happened?" At home is the same. If we use one light, try to use the one light in the same room. And then if you are in the kitchen, try to put a neutral light at least to check to allow to cook perfect the meals. But in order to unify and to simplify everything, try to choose the same lightings.
Yeah, okay. There's some good tips there.
Yeah.
What were your business roadblocks and how did you overcome them?
Well, when I came here, was unexpected for me to settle in Spain. But after, when I decided to settle here, I thought, yes, I am an architect with a long experience, but I am new here. And I need to show the people my knowledge. That's why I create my MUMA method. And I thought that I am more connection with the expats, because indeed I am an expat. And I think if I can speak Espanol and if I could improve my English every day, I can feel more links, more connection with expats, and I can show them my expertise and my point of view on design, because if my passion design, all the designing is my passion. That's why I focus on this client, in this avatar. And when I was creating my website, and I am still working on that, because you all the time need to fix something on the Facebook and Instagram. But I discovered my avatar, I discovered my mission here in a way, because if I can show the importance to live in well-being places and in healthy homes, is my mission. And that's why I can work, I can construct or work my shop here in a way easily, step by step, but I can show it with the correct persons.
Yeah. You can use your architect skills to find the right people and gradually build up your connections.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah. Do you have a business role model?
Role model, when I saw Mary Kondo, Mary Kondo, the lady who want to organize all your closet at your house. And I found interesting her ideas, because she is always gives simple tips for extraordinary things, big things that they are our homes. And I found this is interesting for me to watch how is the way that she was growing up. Yes, I know she got married with a big entrepreneur. I don't know if I will be the same like the her, but her wife, her husband is a specialist in marketing. I think he helps her a lot. But beside that, her business is very interesting to analyze, because she has this small idea, but in a big way.
Yep.
and in a small tip, but in very good qualities. And even though she reached to do a Netflix series, I think so. This is good.
Yeah. No, I love that too. And like you say, she shares very simple things you can do in a home, but they make a huge difference. If even if you just do one drawer, then
Yeah,
it becomes addictive almost. You've got to do the rest of your house, but they're
right.
really simple ideas.
Yeah.
We know many women that come to Spain, where you live near me, who move abroad for the first time. And there's always that habit that people bring everything with them, but that doesn't necessarily work out so well now, especially now the cost of removals is so high. So what advice would you give to other women who've moved to another country to make their homes more reflective of their own personal style?
Yeah, because as I was one of the person who came with two luggage only because I came from Argentina, is too far away. I couldn't bring many stuff, and you don't need a lot of things. You need the things that represent you, at least a picture or remember how is, yeah, the plant that you love at home in your place before, or how is the aroma, as I told you before, like my grandma best aroma is a jasmine, or and try to rebuild
Yep.
uh, these big things for you at home. And I am renting my house. I'm not an owner, because mostly of ladies or people told me, but I'm not the owner. I'm not the owner here too, but I feel belonging now. I came back home. I can reconnect myself again, and only with a few things that represent you. That's why I think it's too simple, but too big in a way, because which things that represent you may not the same that represent me myself. I can say, I love this orchidea, but my orchidea is white, for example.
Yeah.
I have 3 white orchidea because when I saw my white orchideas, I said, oh, they are so beautiful. Even your orchidea is beautiful, but when I need to buy, when I go for the shop, I bought the white one because I feel represent on this one. And the same with the smell, the texture. Try to think your best cushions or your best covers or whatever you need to feel home again, belonging. And Spain is beautiful because we have sun in many places, and if we enjoy a lot outside and we recover our health and we feel happy at home, it's perfect.
Yeah. I love that too. I particularly love I keep going back to the idea you have about your grandmother and the smell. I love that idea because I'm a olfactory person, so I really love smells
Yeah,
to take me back to places. So I really love that idea.
yeah.
So we're going to have a quick fire round now. So what book have you read which made a difference to your life and why?
Well, one of the biggest one was the eyes of the skin, this famous architect, the Juhani Pallasmaa, and the other one is the Embrace of Shadow. Is in español es El elogio de la sombra. Is about is brought for a poet, a Japanese poet, and is incredible. This very small book, and it's a big and delicious description of the buildings in Japan. They have this big roof, and how the people should do these interfaces, in the meantime, in outdoor area, in the intermediate, and then indoor. You have 3 phases or more phases to stay at home. And they talk about the importance to shadows in different places. In this book, they talk about especially about Japan, but for me was important to include in the MUMA method, because not for think about the shadow places that are important too. Not only the places that we have light, that we need to only give them importance. We need to embrace our home, but the whole home, even the light area and the shadow area, and take care every part. This book, they are very important.
Yeah, I love that because it's the small books, like we were talking also about the Japanese lady, the small books and the small things that bring up new ideas for you as well. And they spark ideas, like she sparks joy. So those are the sorts of things that get sparked with those. And do you have a superpower?
Well, I think I have. I love design. I have the power to create places and to design thinking. When I have a client and they ask me for think for themselves in a way to create a space for them, not for themselves, for them. I have the power to think and to create all the places that if I will be them. This is for me is amazing, because if I can create the place or design something special for somebody beside me, because I create my own house in Argentina, but if I can create for other one to ask about their needs, their likes, they don't like all the things for this family or for this person, I feel this is a big power to give for other one, to live in, to focus in create places, nice places and healthy places for other people.
Yeah, because architecture lives on, doesn't it? Even after we've gone, so you can create those spaces for
Yeah.
people to enjoy and experience
Yeah.
long after they've left us. What's something that you will achieve before the end of 2024?
Well, yes, I would like to create a temporary exhibition, that in this event, the idea with this exhibition is to awake the five senses for the visitors, and to bring the ideas how the visitor recognize the lightings and recognize the texture, recognize different sounds or smell, that to bring them later for their homes. And I would like to reach this. I brought last week with you in a networking time, and it was amazing, because when you reach it one thing, like a book, like this book, I reach it with your support. And what about the next step? Well, the next step is this, to show more, not only in a paper, to show in a lifetime, and this is important to me, to show other people the in one environment created and designed by myself, like a theater. In a theater, you will live, but you are a spectator. But in this place, I would like to invite you to be part of the essence.
Yep. Yeah.
This is the idea. I am
Yeah.
thinking, and I'm writing, and I'm thinking about that.
Yeah, no, I love that idea. It sounds fabulous to go in there and actually experience, because it's not just watching something on television, for instance, it's actually going in and you feel things and touch things and smell things, and it's the whole multisensory exhibition. Sounds wonderful. Do you have a favorite quote or affirmation that you live by, and why?
No, I have a mantra.
Okay.
Indian mantra is Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, like a protector. When I was visiting to the mayor early in the morning, I did several breaths, and then I was Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. It's like a protector, like everything could be okay, could be the best for me and for the other one. If I feel this is what I think is, if it's the best for me and for the other one. If I can reach something, but could be good for me, but give for other ones. This is my point of view.
Yeah.
And my aims in this life, not only me, my business, because I found in my career in architecture and interior design the passion to give for other ones, to that awaken your ideas by your own, that you can do by your own. You don't need all the time for other ones to create your home, but try to open your mind and you can do by your own, by yourself.
Yeah. No, and we'll look up to see what that means. That
Om Namah Shivaya.
I agree with you entirely. I've started to write thank you messages as if something has happened. So I'm thanking for the future, even though something hasn't happened. And I wrote one the other day because I didn't particularly like a decision that somebody had taken. So I said, could they please change their decision, but so that it was beneficial to them,
Okay.
rather than beneficial to me. So yeah, I love that whole concept. Yeah.
Yeah.
What would be your advice to a younger Mariel, or maybe a Mariel before she came to Spain?
Oh, yes. Everything took time, and the good things needs time too. Stay calm, stay believe in your. I believe in God, and I believe in people also, and everything is okay. Even if it's not in the same time that I want it.
Yeah.
But maybe it's in the same time that I need it.
Yeah.
I learned this. Yeah.
Having met you when you first arrived and knowing you now, I think your former Marielle would be very proud of you, because you have really, it was very difficult when you first arrived. I remember those days when you first arrived and how sad you were, but you've really become part of the community and embraced where you live and embraced the people around you. So yeah, I think she would be very proud of you. How can people best connect with you and find your book?
Okay. From my website is marielmurias.com, or in the Instagram, on Facebook, Mariel Murias también, or in Amazon, the Multisensory Home, if you want in English like this, or if you want in Espanol, because I can talk in Espanol also, hopefully, luckily en español también, el hogar multisensorial. And I talk about MUMA. MUMA, you asked me and I never answer you. It's part of my name and my surname, because when I finished to brought all the information and create this book, and I thought that this could be my third child, because it took me a lot of energy, time, like your children, and a lot of love. And that's why I said, yes, I will put my name and my surname, and we create my fourth child, and he is in Spanish.
When people get the book, because you and I have talked about the book before, and I didn't realize what the book was like. So it isn't just you telling us how we should be doing it. It's actually a workbook, isn't it?
It's a workbook. Yeah, I can show you, for example, in this. Write then in the book.
Okay. Yeah.
You can write or mark in different places, or put the picture there. And yes, you have the description and the idea with this method. And then in the end, all the material about the environment, the colors, light, you need to recognize in an easy way, but it's a good material. And for example, what's about in this kind of ambience, if I if I want to have more deeply or more tight or more, if you have a big roof, how is the way, which paint, which color I can paint, and how can I combine them. Also, I talk about of course, the smell, like this with the grandfather, because the memory. One of the books with this architect, they said our smell is faster in our memory, bring us back to our memory faster than images. Because when you see something, you say, yes, I remember when I was there, blah, blah. But when you smell something and you say, do you remember this time or this time or this time? Or, and I said, yes, we can have these big memories at home or out in our garden also, or in our terrace or balcony.
Yeah. And it's a beautiful book, not just for you to have as your gift for yourself, but to give away as well.
Yeah.
To a friend that's maybe moving home or just moving, to a new space. Yeah, lovely. Well, thank you, Mariel, for joining me on the Make It Happen series, and I look forward to seeing you very soon.
Well, thank you, Ali, for the interview, and I hope to see you so soon.
Bye.
Bye.
I really hope you enjoyed this latest recording of the Make It Happen series, and I'd love you to subscribe to our podcast channel, or if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, just click the subscribe button. We'd love you to continue hearing and seeing more of our Make It Happen interviews. If you're not a member of Costa Women yet, but you're a woman who is living in Spain or a woman who is thinking about moving to Spain, do come and join us at costawomen.com. It's completely free to join. In the meantime, I look forward to sharing more Make It Happen interviews with you. Bye for now.